We, dog owners, would never intentionally hurt our dogs. Still, no matter how much we love and care for them, it can happen, and usually without us even realizing it, completely without bad intentions. When we perform certain everyday actions, we may unintentionally cause serious emotional and psychological harm to our four-legged companions. Below, find out which of your behaviors might hurt your dogs emotionally and what you should definitely avoid. Number 1. Ignoring your dog's body language. Dogs are constantly communicating through body language. They have clear signals that show when they are calm, uncomfortable, scared, stressed, or happy. Sadly, many owners don't pay enough attention to these signs. That lack of awareness leads to serious communication breakdowns between humans and dogs. Many incidents like bites or sudden reactions could be avoided if people simply understood what their dogs are trying to say. When a dog's signals are repeatedly ignored, things like ears pulled back, tail down, frequent yawning, licking their lips, or avoiding eye contact, it can deeply damage their emotional sense of safety. On top of that, they may develop so-called problem behaviors that directly disrupt family life. Psychosomatic symptoms are also common, such as unexplained allergies, skin issues, or digestive problems. That's why it's absolutely essential to learn how to read your dog's body language and respond to what they're trying to express. If they show fear or discomfort, remove the trigger, back away from the situation, or offer emotional support. Number 2. Not respecting sleep and rest schedules. Dogs need well-defined sleep and rest routines. When these are ignored, they can suffer from chronic sleep deprivation. This leads to behavior changes, increased stress, irritability, low tolerance to frustration, and heightened reactivity. Just like us, dogs process the events of their day during sleep. It's when they consolidate memories, balance hormones, and restore their nervous system. If you take this away from them, their mental health suffers immensely. If you notice your dog has few opportunities to rest, adjust their routine. Reduce overstimulation, limit outings if needed, reduce visits, and give them a quiet space to relax. Many issues like aggression, sudden fears, or destructive behavior disappear once the dog gets the proper rest. Number 3. Not letting your dogs eat in peace. There's an old, harmful belief that dogs must tolerate their owners taking their food away. This idea is very damaging. Doing this teaches the dog to guard their food, a behavior known as resource guarding. This gets worse in households with small children. Kids may, out of curiosity, try to grab food from the dog, and the dog might react defensively. To avoid this, it's essential to make sure your dog is never disturbed while eating. No one should touch them, call them, or get too close. If necessary, feed them in a separate room where they can eat peacefully. Every dog has the right to eat in peace. When this is denied, emotional problems are bound to arise. Number 4. Using a collar or leash without proper leash training. Many dogs wear collars with no issues, but that's usually because they've been trained to walk calmly on a leash. If your dog pulls, lunges forward, or shows aggression around other dogs, then using a collar can do more harm than good. Constant pressure or jolts on the neck can cause pain, discomfort, and even serious injury. Worse still, this discomfort can get mentally linked to what's around, like the presence of other dogs, and create negative associations. This can lead to increased reactivity, insecurity, and conditioned fear. In those cases, it's best to use a properly fitted harness and retrain your dog to walk calmly. Their physical and emotional well-being depends on it. And if these uncomfortable moments keep happening, the trust between you and your dog will start to fall apart. Number 5. Yelling at your dogs. Dogs pick up on our emotions before we even speak. They're highly sensitive to our tone of voice, body language, and emotional energy. When you yell at your dogs, you're punishing them twice. First, they already feel your frustration, and that alone is stressful. Then, the yelling itself adds fear, tension, and insecurity. This directly affects their self-confidence and the trust they place in you. If yelling becomes frequent, your dog can turn withdrawn, nervous, or extremely anxious. In more severe cases, they might start avoiding you, hiding, shaking, drooling excessively, or developing chronic fear. If you tend to act on impulse, here's a simple strategy. When you feel anger building, walk away. Step out of the room, take deep breaths, and wait for the feeling to pass. Your dog doesn't deserve to be the target of your emotional imbalance. Number 6. Being constantly tense. Just like yelling, living around a constantly tense person is very harmful for dogs. They absorb our energy at all times. If you're always nervous, anxious, frustrated, or rushing, your dog stays in a state of high alert. That takes a toll on their emotional health. They can't fully relax, they don't play peacefully, and may even avoid interactions altogether. When you feel overwhelmed, break the cycle. Breathe deeply, step away from your routine for a moment, and do something enjoyable with your dog. Take a relaxed walk, play together in the yard, or simply sit and cuddle. Small moments like that bring emotional balance to both dog and human. Living with a calm person is a true gift for any dog. If needed, feed your dog in a quiet, separate room, where they won't be disturbed or interrupted. That creates a predictable, safe environment where your dog can associate mealtime with calm and comfort. If a dog feels threatened every time they eat, they may develop eating disorders, fear, anticipatory stress, or even aggressive guarding. Eating peacefully is a basic need, not a luxury, and it must be respected every single day. Are you finding these tips helpful? Then support the channel. Hit the like button now and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. It only takes a second and makes a big difference. Now, let's continue to the next point. Number 7. Patting dogs on the head. Many people think patting a dog on the head is a universal gesture of affection. But the truth is most dogs don't enjoy it. Some tolerate it. But that doesn't mean they're comfortable. For dogs that are shy, insecure, or fearful, this kind of touch can feel threatening or intrusive. They might pull back, crouch, lick their lips, look away, or even growl softly, all clear signs of discomfort. If those signs are ignored and the head pats continue, the dog may start avoiding human hands altogether. That doesn't just make life harder. It complicates everyday care like brushing, putting on a leash, or even serving food. In more serious cases, the dog may hide whenever someone tries to touch them. So always pay attention to your dog's body language and teach others, especially children, to respect their space. If you want to show affection, go for areas like the chest or the sides, and always wait for the dog to invite the interaction. Number 8. Lack of routine in daily life. Dogs feel safe with predictability. They adapt better and stay more emotionally balanced when they more or less know what to expect. Having regular schedules for meals, walks, playtime, and rest helps reduce anxiety and creates emotional stability. When daily life is chaotic, with constantly changing schedules or unpredictable stimulation, dogs can develop insecurity, separation anxiety, emotional dependence, or hyperactivity. That doesn't mean your routine must be rigid like clockwork, but it should provide a clear structure around their basic needs. Feeding at consistent times, ensuring daily walks, and allowing rest after stimulating activities are simple habits that make a huge difference in your dog's emotional and behavioral health. Number 9. Forcing contact with other dogs. One very common mistake is forcing dogs to socialize with others even when they clearly don't want to. It starts during walks, when an owner allows another dog to come straight up and sniff or touch, even when their dog is showing discomfort. It gets worse when the dog is taken to an off-leash park and let loose among several unknown dogs, while the owner chats elsewhere. Not all dogs are the same. Each one has their limits, preferences, and social style. Some are outgoing, others prefer distance. Forcing interactions can lead to serious stress. The dog might be bullied, attacked, or chased, and those experiences can be deeply traumatizing. A traumatized dog may develop reactive aggression, generalized fear, social withdrawal, or even stress-related physical illness. The right approach is always to observe your dog's behavior and respect their signals. Dog interactions should happen calmly with space, distance, and close supervision. Number 10. Boredom. Boredom is one of the most underestimated threats to a dog's emotional health. A bored dog suffers. If they're not mentally and physically stimulated every day, all kinds of issues can develop. Chewing up items, nonstop barking, digging, obsessive paw licking, or in more serious cases, falling into apathy or depression. Just leaving them in the backyard doesn't count as activity. Dogs need guided experiences, mental challenges, games with you, walks to new places, and scent-driven activities. Smell is one of the most powerful ways to stimulate a dog's brain. Letting them sniff during walks, offering food puzzle toys, hiding treats for them to find, and simple command training are all great ways to keep their mind engaged. A stimulated dog is more balanced, happier, and much less likely to develop behavioral problems. Spending quality time with your dog is not a favor. It's a responsibility. Now tell me, in your dog's eyes, are you their mom, their dad, or just the one who fills the food bowl? In this next video on screen, we dive deep into that. Come with me. Let's explore the human-dog bond like you've never seen before.